G'day. Hello. Grand Rising. How are you? G'day. Volume's all good. So. Hello. I hope you're well. Hope I'm coming through clearly. Today is a 22 card spread for the mutable signs of Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, and Pisces. Now, I just had a quick look at the moon, and at the moment, on the other half of the world, it is still the 19th. So here and now, it's moved into the 20th. And it will be that way on the other side of the world for another 2.5 hours. So, if you are not one of those signs and you're just coming along to watch and support, thank you very much for being here. Be sure to hit the like button. Help me keep chat clean and friendly. And yeah, if you're coming through again, welcome back to the Aussie Alchemist. 0Z Alchemist 4444. I have got my crystals already going, so I've put rose quartz on my left with amethyst, which is similar, and I've got obsidian and tiger's eye on my right. I've also got my owl on my left pinky. Usually before I get on, I do this part, but doesn't matter. Haven't done it today, so I'll do it here and now with you, because why not? I need to be able to see how this is going on that side and this side. Gemini and Pisces. Okay, cool. So that's there. That's there. That's weird. Anyway, I've been going for 3 minutes, haven't really said anything. To start with, this will be a monthly message for you, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces. I'm just going to tell you about the transits for the next 4 weeks, and then I am going to do an internal 9 just to see how you're going to tackle the external 12. Oh, I've dropped out in visuals, but I will bring this in so that you can see what I am looking at. There I am again. Might as well do this while the screen seems to be playing silly buggers. Not sure why it dropped out, but hello, someone is watching. How's it going? How does this all look? Back to using the studio, so kia ora to Te Kapa Tahana. Hello, how are you? I've been good. Chat is over there, which is very awkward, but at least now you might be able to see what I'm talking about. If you're in the long format, if you're in the short format, you won't be able to see what I'm looking at. But yeah, YouTube gives a bunch of different features to pop out every now and then. And the latest one I'm trying to use is the dual feature. I imagine it gives exposure. G'day, Rangi. How are you? I actually have met a Rangi before. Okay. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, I ask in the here and now that you permit me to enter into your presence, into your awareness, into your conscious field. I invite anybody who's watching, anybody who connects with this message after the live or throughout the live, to use their discernment to decide whether these messages, whether these words, whether these ideas are for them. As always, I ask the Holy Spirit to guide each and every person who decides to be here now to this moment. At whatever time I am speaking to a certain time and energy with the astrology, but my intention is to give guidance at any point. And so if you found this message in the here and now and it's not resonating, save it or subscribe and come back for another message another time. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, I ask that you send your 5 angelic children of divine light to be present here and now, namely Archangel Michael, bringer of justice and truth, Archangel Gabriel, bringer of wisdom and healing, Archangel Raphael, bringer of knowledge and intelligence, Archangel Uriel, bringer of endurance and strength. Finally, Archangel Michael, I ask that you be present here now to guide, to protect, and to hold the field. I imagine this space and everybody who comes into this space coming into a beautiful golden orb. A beautiful golden orb that has the center red blending to green, blending to gold. That every person who enters into this moment knowing what they've entered into. As always, I thank you for allowing Christ consciousness to be presently active within the field in a magnifying way. Allowing each and every person to receive the message that they need to receive from this moment. Thank you for your consideration and cooperation. Alright, so I got, when I went to Spellbox last time, I went to Spellbox and I got an Oracle of Divine Assistance. Now, I am a huge Harry Potter enthusiast and I have been waiting for my owl to arrive ever since I was turning 11 years old, waiting to watch that movie, actually. I've been waiting for my owl before I even knew about the movie. Anyway, I read the books. So I'm going to do this in the here and now. So, yeah, I've got my Desert Rose, my Lava Stone, my Selenite, my Kyanite, Blue Kyanite, Kiwi Jasper, and my Jet. So, here we go. A star shines above you, true beauty within. Be hopeful and free, through faith love comes in. A glorious moment will soon wake your heart, holding fast to your soul's light, divine magic impart. Okay, so the little Oracle of Divine Guidance, I usually do that when I've got my tarot cards in here as well, so that after I do that invocation, this moment is consecrated and protected to a field. And I push it to just outside of my caravan, so yeah. There, that's that. Now give me a moment to redistribute everything in front of me. How has the beginning of your year been? As anyone who's connecting in the here and now, how has the beginning of your year been? I really feel like I should say what I want to say about this card that is in front of me in the here and now. So if you will, give me a moment to do so. Microphone's there, so I can't have it there, and it's in an awkward spot there. No excuse. Anyway. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do this. Let's do this. Now, these messages, these 5 messages may resonate with you, but they may not. They're part of me writing down. So if any of these 5 messages resonate with you and you want to rewind, pause it, and leave it in a comment, cool, let me know. Otherwise, just take it if it resonates, and if not, leave it behind. Thank you, Spirit. I forgot Wolfie. Alright, let's have a look at chat. Lady Eva, hello. Catbud, hello. Yeah, actually, if you are in Kiwi land, sorry, if you're in New Zealand, the videos that I've been seeing coming out, the social media videos that I've been seeing coming out lately, are concerning. It seems like a lot of people are struggling at the moment, which sucks, to be honest. Shit's hard already. Yeah, shit's already hard. Hello from Canada. Canada tuning in as well. Hello. But yeah, let me speak about these. So this card will resonate with you or it won't. Use your discernment, obviously, to decide if this message is for you. This part here specifically. Okay, so Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and crosswatches. Here we go. Outside confirms you. It doesn't define you. Belief is important. Self-respect begins by believing in yourself. If God is for you, will you be? Who stands against you? You were wonderfully made in the image of God. Everything you need is already within you. It's time to dream again. Now, this isn't really going to come out until I've finished writing these out, so I don't know why that felt like to come out, so I don't know. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, right? That's the way this entire thing works, so... Okay, let's pull out some cards. Okay, I should have done this before. Just leave it. What are you doing? Anyway. Interesting. I'm getting light code apothecary. The light code apothecary. Is it Ivy? The Mystical Healing Oracle. Inner Seagull. And I grabbed this first, but this is going to be used for confirmations or clarifiers. So, and it's sitting on the star, so it's just the beginner tarot. Damn, that smells nice. Alright, let's do this. So, this reading can be used for the next month. I think I already said that. Depending on how you use readings, if you do get one a month or one a year, this could be your yearly reading, depending on when you're tuning in. If you are somebody that subscribes for one video a year, hello. I also offer private readings. Just reach out. I only have 12 sessions a year available by choice. 12 sessions a month, sorry, by choice. I'm setting that up in the here and now because in the future it will be a case of 12 a year. But yeah, in the here and now I feel like I can manage with my time about 12 personal readings, coachings, reikis, whatever you need from me. Depending on if we can meet in person or if you're preferring it to be digital. These services can be given with a privately listed URL here on YouTube that I'll send to your email. And yeah, that's all done on my end. YouTube is an easier place to store data, so that is the main reason that I choose the live feature. You then can save the live video to your device for editing, which I've just learned. So yeah, don't know why I just went into all of that, but yeah. Probably because I'm shifting gear a little bit moving forward. There are two sort of trajectories that me as a channel would like to do or move towards. As I've spent most of the initial inertia of my channel momentum on networking, connecting with people, trying to ascertain who I'm going to walk forward into the future with. From here on out, I am going to be shifting towards those that actually want guidance. Which just means I'm going to be shifting more towards making sure that I'm capturing every demographic that I can, with the intention of trying to help the collective. If I had it my way, Spirit would send me exactly one of each zodiac to work with every month, till we had one per year. That being said, depending on how memberships appear, if you purchase a year membership, you will get one reading a month for the year. You can have that with yourself present, or it can be a live recording that I give you the URL to, that you can either catch live or watch it at your leisure. I'll never re-privatize it or public it. It will always just be your video. So the other reason, so I'm talking on two conversations right now. So the other reason that I'm trying to localize everything to the here and now is because I'm trying to predominantly use one platform to expose myself, I guess. I have an Instagram, like a personal Instagram that is not private anymore. And so I've also got a couple of other ones because I was trying to create new accounts to try and gain my privacy back during the separation. I reset my phone and I was locked out of my old account because it was logged in. Anyway, not a thing that needs to be said right here and now. But yeah, I'd like to localize my business predominantly to YouTube. So in the future, when I'm getting to coaching people, training with people, incorporating all of the walks of my life into this channel in different capacities, different varieties. I've watched people have multiple channels and it's not something that I know why I would do it yet, so I'm not going to look at that yet. But yeah, I'd like everything to be done through one channel, and yeah, that just might be my naive way of using YouTube because I just don't know any better yet because I don't even have memberships yet. So yeah, anyway, grain of salt as always. I have to say, so just at the beginning of this, mutable signs, if you've been watching the fixed signs start what they want to start or fail to start if things have not been turning out the way that they have wanted to, or if you've been watching the fixed signs hold everything together or keep things moving in the right direction, holding themselves, holding it together. What's going on with my phone? At least you'll still hear me. I'm not too phased about it, actually. Maybe I'll do that just so that you can actually see what I'm looking at. So what does that mean happens to the split screen version of this? Yes, what happens to this one? So the small screen really doesn't work that well. Pharaoh Wolf Dog, hello. Lady Eva, awesome. Hello to South Africa. How are you? Alright, cool. I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, sorry to those who are finding me on the vertical screen. To the people who have the horizontal screen, you'll see a little bit of a different image than the vertical screen. So if you want, hit sub and then come and find my video. Anyway, it looks a bit different. I can try and make it looks like something for you, but yeah, it just looks a little different. Anyway, I can't look at that. That trips me out way too much. So, to go back to the astro weather, I did those 5 points on those cards. We've got these cards looking up at me, but they might as well be facing down. It doesn't matter. And now, today, Friday the 20th. If you're not connecting on Friday the 20th, doesn't matter. I'm going to give you an astro breakdown based on the day by day for the 2 weeks. Might just do it with key indications or key transits, but yeah, I'm not a super duper astro sure of what I'm doing. Just, there's a lot to learn, and so I'll learn it eventually. First up, Mercury goes direct tomorrow, the 21st. Okay? So it has been 19 days today, here and now for me, being the 20th. Tomorrow, the 21st. No, yeah, that makes it 20 days of retrograde. Me personally, I have started to have a look at what is possible during retrogrades. What kind of manifestations have I been able to action? What kind of dreams have I been able to look forward to? What kind of things have I actually been able to do during a retrograde? I have found that communications have either been accelerated or hindered. I've found that maybe the ability to connect with people has either been accelerated or slowed. What is it exactly that's happening? When it's Mercury, for me, just because there's a few directs happening, which is why I give that intro my understanding, I guess. Mercury, for me, really slows down my ability to send or receive communications, and even to maintain a clear and healthy mindset, which I'm a human being, I'll own it. I'm not perfect, and yeah, I make choices that make me regret it, even up till 5 days later. But for the most part, I like to have fun. Shirley, hello, how's it going? How are you? So, for me, Mercury makes things go a little bit slower. It's like, actually, it's not like a slower, it's more like, you know when Hermione does the spell Presto Pixie Pestanomi, and all of the pixies that were released in Lockhart's classroom all of a sudden are just stunned and dazed, and they were like, ah! That's what Mercury retrograde does for me. And I'm sure everybody has a different experience. I'm sure that there'd be at least 12 different experiences that go through our field. Good to see you too. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. I will guess that you can hear me. Anyway, because I can see that my mic is working. And I haven't clicked mute on anything. Perfect. Anyway, putting them down. I'm picking you up first, aren't I? Alright, what's going on with this? What potentially does the Mutable Collective need to heal? We are the adaptable ones of the dynamic. We are the ones that bridge ideas. We are the ones that communicate what we can, what we've learned through our lifetime of service, what we've learned through our lifetime of refinement. Even the way that we draw meaning from life and the way that we give meaning to things inside of life, that romantic side of the mutables, I guess. Even the way that we transcend or express our emotions. Even the way that we process our emotions. And the very first card that pops out, interesting, card number 28, and bottom of the deck is card number 1. So first of all, I want to say, with card number 1, access clear thinking. This was the bottom of the deck energy, and right behind it is the last card. Anyway, that's wild, that's crazy, that's cool. I like it. She's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. I'm your Venus. I'm your goddess, your desire. Access clear thinking. Develop objective thinking about your situation and find the best solution. To think deeply about something, you have to develop your powers of concentration and allow yourself the time to connect to all the pieces of your inner puzzle together. Profound thinking requires you to ask important questions such as, how much time and energy do I have during the day? What is the most important thing to focus on today? You are being presented with some important decisions. This card asks you not to jump to conclusions based on your emotions. Instead, take the time to look at all the options and points of view available. Through this type of thinking, you will activate your highest intuitive faculties and discover a new way to do things, a way you have not yet thought of. You are also being called to divide your thinking between everyday affairs, as well as higher spiritual truths, which require you to expand your thinking into multidimensional thinking. The action of this card is, make a list of what is important to you to go deeply. Make a list of what is important for you to go deeply, think about, and do. What? Make a list of what is important for you to deeply think about and do. Take some time to meditate on how you can organize your day, week, month in a more optimal way. If you need to make an important decision, try to look at it from several points of view. The more you can look at a situation from a higher point of view as opposed to an emotional reaction, the more capacity you will have to discover the most effective, efficient outcome. Goodness gravy, that card had language. Woo! That's it. We are the universe, just as Shirley says. That's it. The magic we're looking for is inside us. Alright, now I'll read you the card that actually popped out. So that one may be for you, that one may not be for you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. And so card number 28, reverse disassociation. Give yourself permission to feel. It can be easy to disassociate from your feelings when the challenges of life become too overwhelming. This can occur when we hold on to suppressed, unacknowledged, painful, or traumatic experiences and allow ourselves to be bombarded by the noises of the outside world. From watching too much TV and listening to loud music to engaging with social media. When we constantly run from one sensation to another, our nerves become numbed and we begin to feel empty inside. In order to recover your sensitivity and aliveness, you need to slow down, connect to your body, and give yourself permission to feel. You have to realize that as a spiritual being, you need to spend as much time nourishing your soul as you do feeling your physical body. Your spirit is beckoning you to go within, let go of the past pain, and transform it into an enriching wisdom. The action of this card is to take some slow, deep breaths in and out. Place one hand on the solar plexus. Place one hand on the solar plexus and the other on your heart. Those are your feeling centers. Become conscious of your feelings. If you could imagine your feelings sounded like a violin, would its melody be the most beautiful, uplifting sounds or a scratchy, disconnected, hideous noise? What does the tune of your soul need to reveal to you? Ask your inner being, what do I need to confront within myself that could allow my inner being to begin to grow? You may experience a feeling, a word, a picture, or a sensation. Let it guide your actions. Ooh! I bloody love that. I just got transported to Jadina's message. But I don't remember why, and I just want to give her props. Whoa! Pretty sure she said something about something like that. It's like lean in. Don't lean out. It's like learning how to ride the wave. Dylan! Dylan! It's like learning how to ride the wave. Okay, so access clear thinking and reverse disassociation. Freaking awesome. I'm going to leave them there. How did I feel that was going to happen? The screen will come back. I think you can hear me. I don't know. Oh no, that's saying no data. Does that mean you are? Am I being muted as well? Anyway, I've already shuffled these. So I just broke it on cultivate resilience and wash away inhibiting identities. Both good cards. Card number 38 is the first of water, and card number 46 is very late in water. So this may be an emotional message. We are in Pisces. The moon currently is in Pisces, so I guess that might be trying to say something to us. What are your feelings trying to say to you? What are your instincts trying to communicate to you before something happens? How are you connected to your moment in the here and now? If you like, I can guide you through a quick breathing exercise, but if not, allow me to just continue shuffling. To breathe in, to hold, to release. All right. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Metatron, please give me 5 oracle cards for the highest good of the collective, please. May only those with intentions for the highest good of the collective connect to this message in the here and now to receive, and everybody else can swipe on by. Okay? So, aloha and goodbye. Alright. Thank you, ancestors, for the life that you lived. Thank you, ancestors, for the choices that you made. I take a breath for you in the here and now. Feelings. What's the middle of this reading? Calm communication comes out first. I feel like I was trying to pressure spirit, so I'm slowing it down. Oh, way down we go. Oh, 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 oh. So that will be that. That's directly in the center of me. Sorry if you're not going to be able to see. Oh, why does this feel like it's going to be a love reading? Anyway. Flies good. What is at the core? What is the core message that Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, and Pisces need to know right now? Please connect with the table. And just ask for the truth. What is the vibe for the next 28 days? The tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady. Meep meep. A roadrunner. Feels like it's talking about gravity. Or speed. Alright, what is a spirit? Show me. The death card. talking about your transformation. Ooh. And I was actually getting tickled by my my very loved bracelet, which may not be the best quality. Which was interesting, on my dead love. So, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, you may have gone through, and this is definitely Scorpio energy, so look, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. What's Pluto doing right now? Because I didn't really go into it. I just sort of started astro weather and then totally lost the plot. I got to the direct part, so Mercury goes direct, and then True Node goes direct on the 26th. So this first week, from Friday the 20th till Friday the 27th, actually I'll say Thursday the 26th, feels like the first half's going to be good. So if you've integrated some kind of lesson, if you've gone through some kind of journey yourself, if you've been somebody who has been able to experience some kind of transformation that was always meaningful to you, it didn't necessarily need to be meaningful to anybody else, but it's giving the energy of pilgrimage. Maybe you've been on a pilgrimage, maybe you're planning a pilgrimage, but either which way, it feels like you've gone through a deep transformation. It feels like you've gone through a transformation of the mind, maybe a transformation of the body, and definitely a transformation of the soul. Transcendence really does come out here. So Scorpio is water energy, which is what this card stands for. So I guess Pisces, you really are trying to stand out here. Maybe you have been the ones who have been giving us the ability to process our emotions. Maybe that's what's happening right now. Tonight with the moon is ending Pisces. The moon travels through each zodiac sign at a pace of 2.5 days per zodiac. And over these next few days, actually, I want to tell you about Pluto too. So Pluto, no, that makes total sense why the death card comes out now for this month. Sorry. I just had to look at what's happening with Pluto because this is Scorpio, and Scorpio is governed by Pluto. And pretty much for this whole month, Pluto never exits. Pluto never exits 6 degrees. So, definitely a moment during an Aquarius period where we're going to be feeling like we're being given the opportunity to stand up transformed. We're being given the opportunity to be the version that we've been holding together, working towards building, letting go of, or releasing. Like, I get the very clear energy. Definitely don't get vulture energy from this, but I get the unks to the left and the right at the top. So Ankh for me has always given me the reference of Isis. My very first influence of Isis came from Age of Empires. So there was a cheat code that you could type in, which was Isis, Isis, hear my plea. And I think it gave you food and stone and all the things anyway. So that to say, at the very core of this month, you may be feeling that influence of Pluto. Now, I don't want to give it more than that because this might just turn into a prediction thing, but also this might feel different for you. So if you catch this before this month and you catch this after this month is over, let me know in the comments how it treated you versus Don't let me know how it treated you in the comments, right? Or how it's treating you so far. Yeah? Okay, anyway, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm going to keep going with the shuffle. At the very core, you could be experiencing a very plutonic transit, a very plutonic... Plutonic? Is that like... What is that? Plutonic. Plutonic? Plutonic? No. I can't make it make sense. Anyway. What's going on at the position number 2? So, 6 of Wands. Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces. What's going on? Mercury going direct seems to be giving you good vibes. Victory! Isn't that right? Isn't that what the 6 of Wands looks like? And this is inside of your possessions and love position. Card number 2, 6 of Wands. Whew. If you're somebody who has chosen self-love, if you're somebody who has chosen to give yourself the love that you have given others, congratulations. Let me know how your boundaries are going. I struggle to maintain and hold boundaries sometimes, but I'm very much leaning into my human experience lately. So I'm not too worried. Why was I just drawn to Venus? What's happening with Venus? I didn't have a coffee. I'm gonna have a really shit drink. Don't judge me. Or judge me. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Let me just make my really shit coffee. I've got the strangest feeling. This isn't our first time around. Past lives could never hold you. Past lives could never own you. Oh, I've got the strangest feeling. This isn't our first time around. La da 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 da. I was made for loving you, baby. Collective. Mutable collectives. I think, so if this is going to be a love message, because it's a victory in love, what can I say? It's a victory in your possessions. What can I say? I'm gonna really quickly have a clarifying moment. Why does that have to be the Page of frickin' Wands? Of course, 6 wands is a lot, but also, I don't know. 6 wands could... 6 wands is a very fun victory. So, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or however you interpret your placements, your charts, could be talking about 9th house, 6th house, 3rd house, 12th house, 3, 6, 9, 12, yeah, cool. What's this victory? Oh, it is a new beginning. Are you expanding? Are you expanding? Because it's a Six of Wands, so it's like, okay, so it's the Sagittarian flare, maybe. Because if it, oh no, it's not. You expanding like a volcano. Things are getting hot. Things are getting steamy. I feel like this is like an island. Find an island far away from me. Who sings that? Da 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 da. Find an island far away from me. I don't know. I don't know why as well. I'm channeling. I do my makeup in somebody else's car. We order different drinks at the same bar. But those rumors, they have big teeth. Hope they bite you. I thought you said that you would always be in love. But you're not in love no more. Victory! You have been able to transform yourself. You've gone through some kind of massive transformation. If this is you, let me know down in the comments, obviously, either in this live or in the comments after when the video has finished processing. You have gone through this change that's allowed you to either inside of your love life, and if that looks like just you working on yourself, working on being a more grounded individual, being a more emotionally regulated individual, being somebody who knows exactly how clearly they want to communicate, exactly the way they want to communicate, and then somebody who's even in tune with their emotions and their passions in a way that's not going to burn out the field, if anything, it will amplify the field. So by you choosing to be in your power, by you choosing to be who you are going to magnify or amplify the field by the magnitude that you come to the field. Now, we're entering into a period, I want to say, Friday the 17th. No, because what I'm feeling comes about on the 19th. So I won't talk about that there, but I will... Okay. I'm going to go back to the main reading. I'm going to leave that Page of Pentacles there, just in case I need to reference what it meant later. But it has to do with you finishing something and getting a new beginning. So basically, you deciding what you're going to put your energy into at the moment, focusing on one achievement at a time. That's what's going to allow you to fulfill your inside dream, your inside vision that God has given you, that Isis has given you, that Ra has given you, whoever it is. Like, yeah, I just stopped on the full. Like, this new beginning that's coming for you, or this new beginning that you created for yourself, is exactly what you wanted. You have been dreaming about it. You have been having visions about it. You have been genuinely encountering inside it. Yeah. Wow. A whole bunch of cards just fell out. So I want to place them down to see if that's where they go before I look up, even though I'm starting to attribute my own thing to memory, so it's hard to look up. Yeah, right. Wow. With the Fool at the bottom again. So, card number 3. Creativity and intellect. If you need more info on card number 2 and you're rewound or whatever, let me know. If you are going to go back and watch this reading from the very beginning, and you want more info on any of the cards, just fast forward to the live and you can do that too. Like, that's the best thing about live feature. You can kind of use it however you want to use it. You can go back to the beginning and put me in 2 times speed if I'm talking too slowly for you. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different ways of using YouTube for yourself. Even if the amount of time that my videos are too long for. Anyway, I won't say that. Card number 3. Creativity and intellect. It's the Ten of Swords. So Ten of Swords for me talks about finality. Now, when I look at this card, I'm seeing a bird and I'm seeing a fish. Both of these birds to me feel like they are at their peak maturity. Right? They feel as though this bird here, this fish here, has reached quite some peak maturity. Then this bird as well seems quite old. What I'm getting to with this is, if this was a young bird, if this was a young fish, do we think that the fish would be able to sustain 10 swords? And do we think that the bird would be able to hold up a fish that weighs about as much as 10 swords? There's something to be said for maturity. There's something to be said for reaching a level 10 on a personal level or on a collective level. For you, the collective immutables, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, and Pisces, you may have third house energy comes out a little bit here. You may have effectively learned your lesson inside of your karma, and so you're beginning to make choices differently. You recognize that different people can make different choices at different times, and that a no is not always going to be forever a no, and a yes is not always going to be forever a yes, that people especially have the capacity to change their minds. Just ask a Gemini, maybe a Pisces, maybe a Sagittarius, maybe a Virgo. You know what I mean? Like, we have the ability to go from, oh, I want to start this, I want to start this, I want to start this, to, I don't want to start anything until I finish this, right? So you may take this moment to focus on your love life. You may take this moment to focus on building your possessions, so building your material wealth, building the things that make your heart feel good about your experience. So for me, in the here and now, I can explain that. I feel quite content with my space. I feel like I've got everything that I need inside of this caravan. And if anything, I know that if I keep saving my money, then I will one day be able to afford rent, closer potentially to a place where I'll be able to walk to work, which is my preference. And then all of the stuff that I have collected inside of this caravan will come with me, and so I haven't lost anything by accumulating the things that I desire to occupy, use on a regular basis, and then not having clutter of anything that I don't want to carry with me into the next place. So in my previous reading, I'm not sure if you caught it, but in my previous reading I spoke about the eye of the needle. Oh, it's difficult to pass through the eye. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it, but yeah, that's literally the energy that's gotten me to this point here and now. I can just be grateful for everything that's happened to me, for everything that I've accumulated, for everything that I've got, because I know that I'm choosing to keep all of these things. I'm choosing to have all these things. I'm choosing to live inside of this caravan. I'm choosing to live behind a fence, behind a huge 7-foot fence, I think. I don't know. I feel like I'm in Fort Knox a little bit. I feel like I'm in like the castle ages. Sometimes I'm like, huh. Like now I've got crickets singing. I just, huh. What's life? What's life? Oh, the Hanged Man, right? Anyway, it's about your perspective. It's the way that you decide to perceive life. It's the way that you decide to perceive a card. So I'm understanding that tarot has a specific way of being read, I'm sure, but when somebody attaches their spirituality, that's exactly where the lines get blurred. And I guess I apologize to anybody who has been initiated, indoctrinated, and taught how to do tarot one specific way, but I come to it from a spiritual perspective, so this is why I'm always telling people to use their discernment and to take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because I'm not sure what messages are going to be for you, what messages are going to be for me. I'm just appearing here in the field, willing to sit down long enough that Spirit, Source, Universe, God, the Creator, can use me in this moment just to be that thing that connects with all of you, in the here and now or in the aftermath. We are collectively on a journey of completing potentially the lessons that our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents settled or laid down their lives for us to achieve. And sometimes this freedom can come with an overwhelming sense of, oh, well, I must achieve, I must achieve, I must achieve. But I don't necessarily think that that needs to be the case, because, and I don't necessarily think that that is the truth either. I unfortunately was blindly taught, being of Hispanic background, was blindly taught that you respect your elders. I can tell you now, as a 35-year-old male who has had quite a number of jobs, my resume has more jobs than my age on it when I put it all together. I've really struggled with ADHD and have really started patting myself on the back for getting to this point. Anyway, I've had plenty of employers ask me, tell me about your resume. I've had to say, well, if you want to hear about the last 5 years of my life, I've been everywhere, man. And before that, anyway. Collective, you're using everything that has happened in your previous generation's time as something that you understand that could be locked inside of your Akashic records, as something that you understand that you can glean from, as something that you can actually use for your life. The examples of the people that came before you are useful to those who are watching, are useful to those who are listening, paying attention. And I believe I'm talking to a collective of Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, and Pisces that are very aware of what you're doing, what you're here to do, and what you're about to do. So let me go back to this. So next up, I'm looking at the King of Wands, alright? So far, we have 7 wands with the King of Wands appearing, 10 swords, and a major arcana. Sorry, I can't tell if I've let mosquitoes in again, or if I've got, I don't know, psoriasis. King of Wands comes out next. So King of Wands sits inside of the foundation and connection position, the 4th card. This card here tells me that you're ready to take command of your life. Cutting to the Ace of Wands, cutting to the Ace of Cups, looking at the Fool. You've actually gone through a healing journey. That gives me Sagittarius energy. Mutable energy would be the Kings. Fixed energy would be the Queens, and cardinal energy would be the Knights for me. Interestingly, this King of Wands has a bull on it, 2 crowns and 1 wand. So I don't know if you've got a Taurus placement. Maybe your 2nd house might be relevant here. Something about your 2nd house. You transformed. You went through this rebirth, death and rebirth, and you came out victorious. You then elevated your consciousness to a different place that could have been shocking to everyone around you, because you weren't supposed to succeed. But you're coming out in full command of yourself. You're coming out in full command of the field that you are holding, of the space that you are holding. And for the most part, you are just somebody that you're just like, try me. Try it, try it, try it. Give it a go. Give it a go. I'm not scared. Give it a go. We'll see. We'll see, yeah? We'll see. I trust my foundations. I trust my connection to the divine. I trust my connection to my ancestors. I trust my connection to the beginning of creation. I trust. seems to be the motto that we, the mutables, are using potentially. Don't let me put words or actions in your mouth. That we are saying. We trust. This is what's giving us the ability to move towards the careers that make us feel good and finding wisdom that actually is applicable and useful for us. We're moving away from the open seas. We're no longer looking to the skies every morning, every night. We're moving away from the open seas. Survival mode is cancelled. I said what I said. Survival mode is cancelled. We at this point, because I myself have 4 placements of Sagittarius, I've got my Sun, Mercury and Venus and ascending in Sagittarius, making it my first house. Oh, and then Gemini is my moon. And that's it. Virgo, Pisces. What would Pisces be? Pisces would be my 4th house. I don't know right now. Anyway, we've got 16 swords here, and I felt prompted to tell you. So, because this wisdom and career position, because all of these things happen at the same time on the inside, this is giving me 16, which, if I'm not wrong, 15 is the devil, and 16 is the tower. It's interesting I said before that it might be shocking people around you. So I don't believe that you're going through a tower yourself, but I believe that the tower may come out on the external. 12. I believe that you've reached a new height inside of your mind, inside of your soul, and your body is catching up to it. Let's put them upside down so I don't get distracted. Cool. We got a good few pops. Now you can see the mess that I look at when I'm looking down at the cards. So you've been able to go through this moment where you broke through. You could have stayed stuck inside of the 10 swords, which the original, the RWS sort of definition of the 10 swords is the feeling of being stabbed in the back, the feeling of pain, the feeling of, oh, woe is me, who cares about me? People only love people when they're down and out. But I don't know. It's like Rick threatening Morty if he doesn't stop being such a whatever, he's gonna blah. It's like, or the Jerry Barry. Oh my gosh, the Jerry Barry. So I've been considering something. It's not the right time. Have I answered to what I was speaking to? Is it enough? Yeah, that's so fucking crazy. Can I just show you what that card was? Could I make it up if I tried? That is the tower sitting right there. Blah. Anyway. I felt the tower there. Anyway. Anyway. All good. The 3 of Cups comes after it, but I am flipping it upside down because I don't want to be distracted by it. Because I'm already distracted by it. I'm already distracted by seeing that. So, moving forward. Card number 6. Emotions and willpower. This is interesting to me. So, this part here is an Ace of Swords. When the Ace of Swords comes out inside of emotion and willpower, it either means to me that you are sharp, focused, you are on the move. You're like a shark in water, literally. Your emotions are not so much being used at the moment for you to do anything that causes you extra stress. Your emotions right now are helping you to manifest everything that you currently desire. Past manifestations too. But it's like you have been really applying all of the knowledge that has appeared for you inside of your field, and you're ready to share it. You're ready to experience it firsthand. It's like you're ready to accept your truth. You've got a clear clarity on what your truth is now, and so you don't waste your energy, you don't waste actions, you don't waste time. Time goes by so slowly, time goes by so slowly. Every little thing that you say or do, I'm caught up on you. Oh, falsetto. Ooh. Sorry, Shirley. I should have looked at chat. I put it to my left of my face so that I wouldn't be able to see it, but yeah, I'm almost at the 9th card. I hope everyone's been treating you nicely. I hope everyone's been treating each other nicely. The Ace of Wands is really telling me that once you went through that journey of the King of Wands, once you gave yourself the chance, the opportunity, the experience to take back your power, reclaim your power, and walk away from the people, places, and things that were no longer serving you, walk away from mindsets that were potentially toxic for you and potentially toxic for the people that you care about. Once you started making a change inside of yourself, that's when the universe started working with you. That's when the universe gave you that Ace of Swords. It's almost like that 10 of Swords closed out, that 6 of Swords closed out, and all that was left was the Ace of Swords. That's you with Spirit walking hand in hand, or that's you with Archangel Raphael walking side by side. Either which way, you have been able to close out the tower, pass through the tower, in terms of your ideas, in terms of your knowledge, in terms of your enlightenment, and you've reached the star. Aquarius energy. I promise you, I was going somewhere with all of this. I'm not just a madman that's trying to communicate things that aren't really there. You know, I mean, there's plenty of other YouTube channels that will do that for you, but yeah, that's why I say take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? By you choosing to walk with faith, by you choosing to walk towards that internal guiding star, towards that internal renewal, you have actually activated your ability to remain calm. Please remain calm. Keep your arms and legs in the ride at all times. Please fasten your seatbelts. And then roller coaster time. Yeah, literally. You got it a shifted perspective. You shifted your perspective. Oop. That only connected because I dropped it. It's the Hangman with the Page of Swords. You got your shift in perspective and you've become somebody who is filled with compassion. It's the Queen of Cups. You've become somebody that is filled with compassion. You are somebody who can, in front of the mirror, you can look at yourself. You can look at yourself in the mirror. There. I was like, how do I make this work? You can look at yourself in the mirror and you're able to see yourself. You're able to see, okay, hi, how are you? It might have been a while since we've looked at each other. Have a conversation with yourself. Give yourself a chance to let yourself off some hooks. Okay? And then once you're comfortable with this, you're going to find that your conversations change in person as well. And then once you're comfortable with that, you're going to find that you may be ready to do something like this, what you're looking at in the here and now. I'll recognize that I think there's only 4 people watching here now. And Yeah. So the five of us. Maybe this message is for us. Maybe it's for somebody else and they're not here. I don't know. Feel free to share this with anyone you might think this message might be for. You, the person who's filled with compassion, didn't get there easily. You got there through the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. You became somebody who had to fight to find mental peace, mental clarity. You became someone who had to compete for their own spot in the wild, wild world. Like, this world is not big enough for more than 2 of us, 3 of us, 4 of us, 5 of us, 6 of us, 7 of us. But I promise you it is. People say all the time that they feel like this world would be boring if X, Y, or Z. I know, I get it. I think it would be boring too. So we should all be ourselves. We should all be original selves. I've got 2 cards for the bottom, so... King of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, can be 2 cards. 23 card spread today. How's about that? I got Temperance at the bottom of the deck there as well. Spirit, you're cool. Ancestors, you're cool. Thank you so much for all the ways you confirm and clarify and reveal to me. And to everybody who's watching, thank you for being here now. Thanks for connecting. This Queen of Wands, this person that you're becoming, because you're somebody who regularly wins, because you're somebody who regularly participates inside of the collective, not just like on the internet, but in the real world, you're somebody that helps the economy. Maybe you're not somebody who spends all of your money on external economies. Maybe you are going to local crystal shops, tarot shops, local places that sell things. Maybe you do go to local farmer markets. You are beginning to understand that the more that you invest in the people that are immediately around you, the more that you give to the people that you believe in, the more that you support, you're able to consistently see more of it in the world. For example, during the time of COVID, many businesses closed because they didn't understand how they were going to service their customers. You're somebody who potentially has considered this. You're somebody who has become this Queen of Cups. Literally getting fixed energy. So maybe literally by transcending cultural ideology, by transcending culture itself, you've become somebody who just understands the emotional field of others. You're quite empathetic, mutable signs. I would have already thought that for you, but I feel that the people who will connect with this message are also quite empathetic. I feel like the way that I design my long formats, it's designed in a way that I feel like I would inadvertently reject CPTSD/NPD type presenting, but I don't know. It still would entice by skits anyway. Not to say, not to do. Moving right along. Why is that coming into my head? Mark and Spencer's? No. I haven't been looking at chat. Sorry, Shirley. Did you know, Shirley, that Lady Gaga actually wrote that song, and she actually didn't hide that she wrote fuck her face. My pick-me-up song at the moment, Chris, is by the Lighthouse Family, Lifted, and that really gets me going, and I kid you not, all good things happen to me when I sing that song. Beautiful. Love that. Need to remember that song. Woo. I decided to cheat on food, and I got KFC, and I am feeling the effects. I am sluggish and... all because I couldn't be bothered cooking chicken at home. Lazy. This is what you get. This is what you get for eating fast food. Shout out to KFC. That was fucking delicious. They reckon we're gonna start eating printed food soon. I'm not really that worried. I reckon we've been eating printed food for a while. Ah, cool, you get 2 visuals of the flamme. As above, so below, as within, so without. Yes, queen. I call in the guardians of the quarters, be present here and now. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Metatron. Woo, she wants to burn. Burn, baby, burn. Disco fever. Burn, baby, burn. That's enough out of you. Ooh, all in my coffee. Ooh, girl. You want some smoke? You want some smoke? Here you go. Oh, you can't see it the way that I can see it through that. That's a lot. Sorry, folks. I'm just having a good time. This is for entertainment, right? Are you not entertained? Ah! I promise you, I don't relax this much inside of personal readings. I try to get down to the basis of it, get you what you need to know, and whatever. I go pay after your reading, not before. You'll get your reading. Yeah. It's just the way I operate. That's why I offer people, if you want to connect with me on a personal level, private readings are available. Just email me. You can get all my information in my description box. And yeah, allow me to continue. I'm sorry, inner child. We need to sit down. It's okay. I'm going to play Minecraft afterwards. Yeah. Cool. I'm looking at my Jasper. It gives me like adventurine vibes. Oh, I wish Otter Spirit did wish lists for content creators. That would so be something that I would love to rep here. Those crystals. Oh, Draconic Priestess. You, as an influencer, literally, those roses. Those statues. Love it. Even the bracelets, like the way that you purchase them, amazing. Or the way that you get them, amazing. Totally cool. I need to learn all about selling stuff from this platform, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, going back to the reading. I'm just on a little tangent. So, I've got all the cards out in front of me. If anybody wants to see them again, you can see them again later, but I'm going back to this view, just because this is the view that I've actually prepared the screen for. Now, because we've lost sunlight, give me a second to play with my floodlights. Cool. All right. So the 8th card, the reflection in the mirror. We get the Sun card coming out. So the Sun card talks about awareness. It talks about you coming to a place within yourself where you're aware of things that are going on the inside and aware of things that are going on the outside. As within, so without. You are bringing your life lessons, you're bringing your karma to account. I'm seeing an abacus. I'm also seeing Brittany with a cash register. Anyway, I'm seeing an abacus, and I'm seeing you having different lines for different things, and I'm seeing you keep track, keep score, and I'm seeing all of your lines coming to this 10 position, and I'm seeing you arrive at a place where you're comfortable. You're comfortable with the ideology that you've got. You're comfortable with your spirituality. You're comfortable with your personal expression. With the King of Wands coming out as well before this appears, you are somebody who has come to this awareness by going through a lot of lessons, 10 of Swords, and has come to the awareness of their own power, King of Wands. You therefore are somebody who's expressing themselves quite powerfully. You are somewhat magnetic, gravitational. It's the energy of the sun. You're in the middle of your solar system, and you're helping everything move with awareness, move with self-interest, but not from the place of self-attention. Self-interest from the place of, I see that if I add myself to this situation, if I add myself to this thing, if I add myself to this fill in the blank, then it may grow, we may grow, they may grow, or however it is for you. Light workers work in different ways. And so I'll move on. Motorcycle? Sounds like a Harley. Brum, 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 brum. The 9th card here, the expression and the passion card. This is the 6 of Cups. Now, 6 of Cups straight up talks about nostalgia, so what are we talking about here? We're talking about another 66. So we had 66 with that Queen of Cups, 6 Swords, 6 Wands. Now we've got 6 Cups. We've got 666. Harmony in your thoughts, harmony in your passions, harmony in your connections, harmony in your spirituality. Mind, body, soul is what it's giving, to be honest with you. Maybe it would give more body with the pentacles here. But the person at the top of the mountain does definitely give body as well. So, what am I talking about here? Harmony with harmony. 6 Wands feeding into the 6 of Cups. Victory led you into a safe place where you were able to look back and reflect on your past. You were able to do shadow work. You were able to recognize the things that served you. You were able to recognize the things that no longer served you. And you left behind what was no longer. You couldn't have done this if you didn't have the 10 of Swords in this point, and probably you couldn't have done this if you didn't have the sun come out previous to this. You definitely couldn't have done this if you hadn't have arrived at that place of compassion. When I say compassion also, I'm talking about community passion. So, passion that you have learned for yourself, you're now able to extend to your outside field, to your collective. You definitely will not have been able to achieve this shadow work past integration if you had not discovered your own internal truth. This entire internal 9 is telling me, ultimately, that the people that will be resonating with this message will be people that have calm communication. You are people who are articulating as you intend to be heard. You are therefore people who could be perceived as going through transformation after transformation after transformation. You could be elevating to a place within your field, within your group, within your dynamic, within your family, within your workplace, however it fits for you. That is just easy. It's just fun. It's not about chemical endorphins. It's not about chemical release. It's not about social validation. It's about you truly being comfortable where you're at. Mutable signs, by the way, to remind everybody: Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces. For the month, the only real considerations that I want to warn you about is when a retrograde happens again for True Node. After True Node goes direct on the 26th of March, it goes retrograde on the 30th. It does not return to direct until Friday the 10th of April. So those 10, 11, 12 days. 12 days of retrograde with True North. What are you going to do with those 12 days? Is there something that you can do to pre-plan for the days and the times that are in retrograde? Are you somebody who can just adapt, become mutable during those days easier than the rest of the collective because they're fixed or cardinal? Smoky. Don't know. I feel like maybe we get through anyway, don't we? Mutable signs. Because everything else pretty much looks cruisy. If you'd like, I'm considering starting a moon journal. So every 2 days, I might come and share my moon meditation. To do a nighttime session that maybe won't last as long as this and might reflect something like my morning meditation. But yeah, this channel is growing in its own organic way and form and shape and whatever. And by me looking at the past on videos that I've done before, it gives me an idea of where I want to move forward. And so I feel like this is relative to me and probably relative to you. And so let's continue. That internal part was for you, the mutable signs. This external part, this video, will be for the full Zodiac, so that then anybody can get a energy reading at the end of the live. So for everybody else, the astrology weather still applies. I am slowly designing my lives to be a little bit more, kind of got to watch it all or you don't really understand what's going on. It's an accordion. It's a piece. It's an art piece that, yeah. Anyway, we do what we do because we want to, right? All right, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Dum dum dum. Lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, lolly, lollipop, lollipop. Ba-dum bum bum. Lollipop. All right. So, what's the external planet for today? Who is the governing planet for today? Tell me, Dado. Oh, planet number 1, the sun, which is not a planet, it's a star. So then this external part of the clock may be a message for you to take away and meditate on in relation to your subconscious mind and your ego. So as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's very first house energy giving with what I just said, but yeah. Let me see, what house? Is this 12? Feels like a 12. It doesn't look like I see a 13. So what house are we talking about all the way around? It's going to confuse stuff. Alright, 1 o'clock. Scorpio. Ooh. Scorpio, 1 o'clock. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, Scorpio, when you're at 1 o'clock or the first house is the lesson that you might be needing a message from, and the planet is the sun. This is telling me that you probably resonated with the internal 9, and therefore you have been beginning your journey. If not, you've been making good progress on your journey. Now, I don't know if you want to know, but... yeah, I don't know if you want to know, but... I don't know where I left it. Don't know if you want to know, but Pluto as a planet, Scorpio, this is an extra side bit for you. Pluto as a planet has 5 moons. Its biggest planet is Charon, which is half the size of Pluto. It's tidally locked. The second 2 moons are Hydra and Nyx. They are made up mostly of ice and water, 50 kilometers wide. Another 2 moons are Kerberos and Styx. So I take all kinds of notes about all kinds of things. Whatever spirit tells me, jot that down, and then eventually I will get to a point where I will make a deck out of my notes, so that then I can have pictures, which will give me more info than just some stones and some dice. Sorry, I got distracted by putting out the rest of the stones. So we got all the stones. I can show you the other view if you like. So I've just put them out all on top, and yeah. So anyway, Scorpio, you've made progress. You have made progress by owning who you are. Owning who you are, getting to the very center of who you are, getting deep with yourself, getting honest with yourself, being real with yourself. Ultimately, you understand that if you continue hiding who you are from the collective field, then they will never know who you truly are. Therefore, you can't consistently be in pain. You have to learn how to alchemize that. You have to learn how to transmute that. You have to learn how to give that pain away back to the universe so that it can give you fresh, restored energy that you can use for your adventure. Do you know what I mean, Scorpio? Now, I'm going to pull Apothecary card. Scorpio, please. This will be for Scorpio, Capricorn, and Aries. What is the oracle they need to know? What is the light codes they need to see? For their highest good, for the month, beginning today. Shift, sabotage, know your body. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit. Please be present here and now. Divine Mother, thank you for your regular awareness and presence. What's Scorpio need to know? What's Capricorn need to know? What's Aquarius need to know? Thank you. Alright, time to go there. What you are avoiding may be what is ready to move. Have you ever considered that you are your own worst obstacle? What's holding you back from starting the thing that you want to start? What's holding you back from achieving the thing that you want to achieve? If it's your dream, who's going to realize it for you? Probably no one. So it's time to go there. Sorry to give you a bit of tough love, Scorpio, but that is what it is. Anything else Scorpio needs to know? Up to 2 cards, please, Spirit. I understand that they're progressing. They're making progress in terms of expressing who they are. They're making progress in terms of letting people know who they are, where they're going, what they want from life. But what is it they need to know in terms of this progress? Have compassion with yourself or with others. I feel like this reiterates the internal message. You are ready to walk away from people, places, and things that hold you back from expressing your passions, hold you back from learning what you need to learn from the experience. Being coddled by people, being held back by others is what... Maybe you need to have compassion for the people that are being held back. Don't feel like that's your energy, though. That definitely feels like it could be third party, which is why I'm sort of getting like... I don't know. Do I want to say that? Scorpio, take this how it resonates, but there may be a relationship that is dissolving between you and maybe a Cancer, maybe somebody who is not emotionally aware of themselves, in tune with their feelings, able to nurture themselves or anyone around them. It feels like Neptune really is dissolving something for you, Scorpio. So anyway, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What do we got for Capricorn? What do we got for Capricorn? 2 of coins, 2 of pentacles for Capricorn. It's time to go there, Capricorn. It's time to go there. What you're avoiding may be what is ready to move. Capricorn, with the sun coming out in the 2nd house, you may be focused on bringing balance to your finances. You may be focused on bringing more finances into your equation. I'm not sure how this is going to work out for you. You may have been operating on a dream of the past, a dream that you once upon a time had inside of your heart, inside of your mind, to fulfill, to complete, to realize. I feel the energy of you moving towards it, Capricorn. You're somebody, by choosing to focus on your finances, focus on your mastery ultimately, you really do get everything that you look for from the experience. You are somebody who is definitely looking at ending the things that don't serve you anymore and continuing the things that really bring you the most enjoyment. You will continue to have the life that you've always wanted. You will continue to have the life that you've always dreamed of. It may just look different when it finally materializes, when it finally appears. But I believe what will finally appear for you will supersede what you foresaw. It will be much better. And I don't mean better in terms of higher quality. I don't mean better in terms of longer amount of time. I mean, it will just be exactly what you wanted and needed, not just what you wanted. Right? So Capricorn, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Moving on. Aquarius, 3 o'clock. The sun in Aquarius, 3rd house energy. It's time to go there. Pizza Man. Pizza Man. Pizza Man is here. I was like, where is that coming from? Thanks. Congrats. Free pizza, thank you. What do I do? I got pizza. I got pizza delivered. Free pizza. And my dad said congratulations. Cheers. Okay. I've got to end this reading. Damn it. Alright. Sorry about it, folks. Sorry about it to Aquarius, Sagittarius, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Aries, Leo, and Gemini. This last bit of this is going to go really, really quickly. Woo! Aquarius, the Sun, third house, 7 of coins. You have been patiently communicating with your collective field. You've been patiently learning from your collective field, Aquarius. You've been somebody who actually understands. Time to go there. You've been somebody who recognizes that what you are avoiding may be what is ready to move. And so, by you choosing to focus on the things that you have already begun, you've allowed yourself to really pursue the things that are going to be the most fulfilling for you. Because you've already used energy in the past to arrive at the completion that you arrived at, you moved yourself into the experience of the sun. You became aware of everything that you were missing, and you allowed yourself the chance to really pour into the things that you wanted. I'm getting a lot of like, the wolf that you feed is the wolf that grows. I can't help myself. I'm thinking about food. Literally salivating. Aquarius, you've been putting a lot of thought into the future. I feel as though as well you're somebody who you're a zodiac that, because you're here to live your best life, the best version of your life, you're somebody who maybe waited a very long time to fulfill their desires, to take the power that existed within their field for themselves and express it. And so I feel like in the here and now, in the age of Aquarius, you are somebody who recognizes, I may not potentially have time not to be who I am entirely, deeply, intrinsically. I may need to be who I am because maybe the world does need me. So, Aquarius, thank you. Hope that helped. Sagittarius. 4 o'clock. The sun, subconscious mind, and the ego. 4th house, home, emotional foundation. What is the light code that Sagittarius, Taurus, and Pisces need for this month? Whew! Too many. These went down, be moved. Too many. That one's the only one face down. Third eye chakra, 67. All that I heard was connect with the energy of the moon, connect with the energy of Neptune, connect with the energy of, yeah, the moon and Neptune. Maybe Pluto. So Sagittarius, Taurus, and Pisces. That's all I got for you with the third eye chakra. Which tells me, Sagittarius, you've been somebody who's brought a lot of awareness to your experience. This awareness that you've brought to your experience because your energy for this month is the 8 of Swords. Now, the number 8 for me talks about cycles, or it talks about an infinity, if you tilt it over on its side. Sagittarius, what ideas are you working on in your home space? What ways are you opening and broadening your mind and horizons? In what ways are you choosing to express yourself clearly with sword energy and potentially not just for, oh my gosh, potentially not just for the people around you immediately, but for the people that come after you? Sagittarius, you are people who potentially challenge people to have bigger beliefs, challenge people to expand on their dreams. You may be Sagittariuses that are very embodied and are able to show people how to take back their power from the world, from the entire experience, and give it to themselves. Because ultimately, you Sagittarius may be aware that it may be only you that thinks about these things. It may be only you that puts yourselves inside of these mental mazes to try and figure out exactly what direction you should go in. So, I believe that you Sagittarius are somebody who is on your way to 9 of Swords. Especially because you had the 10 of Swords on the inside. You've already gone through that. You went through that pretty early. If anything, this is you arriving again at the 8 of Swords. It's a lot of swords. It's a lot of assertion. It's a lot of mental processing. Anyway, I'm going to move on to Taurus. 5 o'clock. 5th house. Creativity, pleasure, and heart. Taurus. My keywords for you are perception and stability. See, interesting Taurus came out in this quadrant because I feel like Taurus, you got the King of Wands on the internal. And by you guys sitting with the King of Wands that has a bull on it, it's like, okay, you're very in charge of your passions. You're very in charge of your power. You're very much going where you're wanting to go. Oh my gosh, there's no one here. Really quickly, I'm going to unpin that. We had Virgo and Gemini here. Cool. 50-50. You've got the 5 of Swords coming out in your energy. So, Taurus, you may have been putting all of this internal sword energy to good use. It may have shown you places where you're not ready to fully cut things off, cut things out, but it's given you the ability to see definitely what you do not want and what you really do want. So I feel like you, Taurus, are people who are moving towards living a life that is more meaningful to you and a life that is more fluid in terms of energy for you to use. Whether it be that you want more flexibility in terms of going on a holiday or wanting to book a getaway, a vacation, whatever it is. You are somebody who is making the time. You are putting the thoughts into the places, and everything that you've been seeding, even in thoughts, is beginning to take traction, have traction, and move in the direction that you foresaw it was going to move for you anyway. So moving on, Pisces. Pisces, the Sun, 6th house, service and refinement, Queen of Wands. There's no one here. That's why I feel like I can just eat. Is that bad? Probably. Pisces, you're radiating, your aura is radiating with the Queen of Wands. You are somebody who has really attuned themselves to their mission, to their cause. And you're helping the collective elevate. I got Pisces in my 4th house, so I recognize that it's been a difficult time. Like, it's been an interesting time lately, especially being back at home with mum and dad and my sister and her fiance. It's an interesting experience. Anyway, 7 o'clock, Libra. You got the Wheel of Fortune. 7 o'clock, not sorry. 7 o'clock, Cancer. Relationships and reflections. You, Cancer, are people that are entering into new relationships. There's shift energy here with the Wheel of Fortune. You're somebody who recognizes exactly who you are. You're not wasting time. You're not wasting energy. You're getting your message out and you're going. That's it, Cancer. See you in the cardinal messages. Aries, you too. See you in the cardinal messages. You get the Tower this week. Aries, you're sitting in 8 o'clock, which is all about transformation and power. 8th house. Aries, I see you ending relationships with people that bring you turbulence, people that disrupt your peace, people that get in the way of you experiencing that Queen of Cups energy on the inside. Because ultimately, Aries, you're getting the Tower here now. And I recognized earlier in the internal 9 part of the reading that you will have gone through a Tower and it could be causing people to feel as though they're going through a tower on the outside, but it's only because you are honoring who you are. It's only because you're showing up exactly who you are, and who you believe you want to be. It's like having your sun and ascending in the same zodiac. It really gives you a full sort of picture, understanding on how the world can feel like it was uniquely created for you, I guess. And Aries, pretty sure there are 3 placements. I see Chiron in Aries. I see Neptune in Aries. I see Saturn in Aries. On the 31st to the 2nd, the moon will be in the sun will be in Aries. Oh no, the sun is in Aries from the 21st. Oh my god, Pisces season is over. What? Oh my god, where the hell did March go? What? Did I fall asleep for 20 days? Ah! Anyway, Aries, so at the moment, things are shifting, things are moving, things are shaking. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Oh, I was hungry. How did I eat KFC before starting this and I was hungry still after the fact? Anyway, moving on because I want to wrap this up to go eat my pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza. Oh, I'm so happy my dad delivered pizza to my door. So random, so unexpected. Oh, I love my parents. Anyway, shout out to mum and dad if you're watching. What am I doing? Can I please see this and this and this and this and that? Okay. So, Libra. At 9 o'clock. Expansion and belief with the sun. You are somebody who is potentially meeting a new community, connecting with new people, people that are of the same cloth, cut from the same cloth, people of the same vibe, people of the same time, people... Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. Gotta get away from here. Da 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 dum Libra, they say blood is thicker than water. You tell me. Are you having a good time? Looks like a lot of drinks. Looks like a lot of bodily fluids down here where all the arms are coming from. I don't know. I get a little bit, I don't know. I hope you're looking after yourself, Libra. I hope that the people that you're around aren't making you feel like you can't escape. I hope they're not taking up space inside of your head. I hope they're not renting space in your head for free. And I hope that you can see the truth, which is for you, for all of us, really. When we invest in the relationships that are important to us, this is where we arrive at and achieve victory. it's up to us to take that first step and to decide whether or not we're going to meet people halfway or not. And then it's pretty much 50% of the choice from there is yours. Otherwise, it's not really a community with the Three of Cups. It's more just, well, a workplace. People that take orders and give orders, unless everybody's on board with the submissive dominant part of that. But anyway. Ooh, I reckon a dominant Libra would be hot. Anyway. Moving on to Virgo. Virgo, you've got the Hierophant. So you are somebody who is expressing themselves quite structured. You know where you're going, you know where you've been, you know what you're teaching, you know what you've got to share, and you know what you're holding back. You are out there though, Virgo. You're putting pedal to the metal and you are bringing in the change. Now, this was a reading for the mutable signs, so mutable signs, Virgos. You are bringing in a order that potentially the people around you didn't have. You may be somebody who's bringing in a level of spirituality to the people around you that they may never have had. You may have been somebody who has been exposed to belief systems and religions before, but you haven't actually integrated and learned anything up until, this month it feels like you, Virgo, are going to be structuring yourself in a way that allows the collective field to interact with you in the way that you potentially have always wanted, or has been apprehensive, comes to mind, has been waited for. Anyway, Virgo, that's for you. By you choosing to focus on yourself, by you choosing to focus on your career, by you choosing to focus on your reputation, this is what's leading you to have a more structured month than perhaps in a little while. Than perhaps in like 6 to 12 months, Virgo. So look, just take what resonates and discard the rest. I'm just channeling through the last bit of this to try and stay on point, on target, and then I'm gonna go eat my pizza. A pizza. Alright. So Leo. Leo. Oh, the lovers. Mr. Lover. Mr. Lover. Yeah. Oh. 11th house. Community and purpose. Leo, by you staying in alignment at the moment, by you choosing to stay in alignment through this month, through these retrogrades, I want to say, by you choosing to stay in alignment, focused on yourself, focused on the way that you are going to be felt, are going to be heard, are going to be seen. This is important because the collective field is a classroom. This entire field is a classroom that we all share on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis. And so by you, Leo, really taking the energy of the sun, which was the planetary energy that is ruling over this, and then by you being in the 11th house, by you standing in the community, serving your purpose, like being inside of your purpose, you're causing alignment for people around you, but you're also bringing alignment to yourself. So I just want to say congratulations, Leo. Well done. And then finally, 12 o'clock Pisces. Oh, Knight of Cups. I mean, not Pisces, Gemini. Gemini, either you're going to make an offer to somebody or somebody's about to make an offer to you. This feels like it could be something connected to a dream, a fantasy maybe. Maybe that BDSM stuff comes back for you, Gemini. Don't know. Maybe you do want to experience that submissive dominant. Maybe you're just wanting a more connected experience, Gemini. Now, I didn't get a card for the light code apothecary for Cancer, Aries, and Libra. Your card is connect with kin, deepen support networks with friends and family. And I'm just taking any of the right side upians because honestly, I just want to go eat this pizza. Have some more chicken, have some more rice. It doesn't matter, it is all nice. Just eat it. Just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Detox the body for Virgo, Leo, and Gemini. Gut flora affect mood. Consider the role of a gut feeling. Gut feeling, gut feeling, gut feeling. Okay, so 22nd and 23rd cards then, to wrap this all up and let you all go, because obviously I've been here too long and now I actually have an appointment. I have hot food. So, 22nd card, King of Swords and the Nine of Wands. You've discovered truth by remaining resilient. You have continued on your journey, your individual journey, the person who's connecting with this message in the here and now or the hereafter. If you're watching the playback, because this was recorded live, so hello to everybody. Hello to Paula, Dawnbush, how's it going? By you choosing to focus on yourself, by you choosing to focus on your mission, by you choosing to narrow your energy and really laser-like focus it onto the pinpoint of your path, you have arrived at a truth that can no longer be taken away from you. You have arrived at a place through trying and trying and trying again. You have arrived at a place that will forever enable you to move forward with resilience that is so hard-earned that nobody can take it away from you, and is so truthfully yours that whenever anyone tries, it's almost like you go, okay, try. It's like when someone tries to steal a dog. Like, your dog will look at you, and then you'll go, and then the dog will just sit there and not go with the person, even though there's no collar, nothing. Like, it will sit there and not move. That is your resilience. You have built up the it's like the strength card comes to me in this. You've genuinely integrated for yourself the truth, and therefore you've gained the experience that can no longer be taken away from you by anyone outside of your experience, that you have left on the other side of a boundary and have said good night to, right? So that's it, actually, and I'm not going to do any shorts for today's video to wrap up and summarize, so everyone can figure it out for themselves. And I'm not sure that I'm doing timestamps anymore, because I think I don't need it. The only people that ask for it are no longer here, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so thank you for connecting with this message here and now. This was recorded live. Live messages are a little bit different than pre-recorded messages, so I will ask that you give me grace while I still figure it out. I mean, I do know that I'm in my second year and I should have figured it out by now, but let me know how I can do better, and let me know how I can do better from an account that's got some kind of following, that I can actually take something, learn from something, or even, yeah, anyway, grow into something more than what I am currently. Feedback from small or similar accounts is sort of like, okay, cool, thanks for your opinion. Also, I've been reached out by a few people on Instagram, like other entrepreneur business people. I don't know what's AI and what's real communication. I don't really respond to generic AI things, business proposals, anything like this. I'm only really on Instagram to share memes that I see and maybe shorts of stuff that I see and do. So it's the same handle that I'm using here on YouTube. It's 0Z Alchemist 4444. And yeah, this video is remaining private until next week. And even then, if I'm not happy with it, it may never come back to public side. But yeah, I might let it process, and then depending on how many views there are is if I'll make it private or not. But yeah, I'll note that we're on 63 views today, and there are 3 people here at the moment. I'll note that that was sort of the number that I saw throughout the live. So the way that I work it out is that 9 extra views need to happen, or it's based on the likes. Like, if 12 people like it, I feel like that is me doing my due diligence to try and reach the 6 degrees that I can reach in a day towards the highest good, towards divine light. So yeah, a little bit more on why I do what I do. So feel free to hit the sub button, subscribe to stay connected to what I'm doing here on this channel. I will be YouTubing for the next 11 years. So yeah, it would be nice to have you along as a supporter, as a part of the tribe, the collective that we're building up here. I understand that there is many different people, and many people like many different things, and so I'm grateful that YouTube has that availability, and it is my hope that I can share with you something that will benefit you for your life, and ultimately for the collective to benefit from you living your life to your fullest potential. So leave a like if anything has resonated with you. It just lets me know that people are resonating with this, in fact, and leave a comment if you would like to let me know what resonated with you. And if you are wanting to subscribe yourself, or if you think that somebody might have resonated or gotten something from this message if they heard it themselves, feel free to share this with them directly. I would love to meet more people like you. The people who resonate with this stuff, the people who come back for messages, and yeah. Thanks for being here. That was fun. This was a lot, and yeah, I pretty much should have just kept this as a day off day. Mercury retrograde stuff is like, oof. Anyway, wrapping up Ace of Cups, 3 of Wands. It's time to raise your glass and enjoy your next holiday. So if I never see you again, it was a pleasure to host you. If I see you on the next one, awesome. And if not, anyway, me signing off from the internet for today. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Alright, bye.